against Dziki in der Quarterfinals from Warszawa. Das sind also die beiden Mannschaften, die wir sehen werden in diesem ersten Halbfinale. Und der Gewinner dieses Spiels steht dann morgen 20 Uhr im großen Finale der ENBLeague Basketball League beim Final Four hier in Halle. Die Schirmherren dieser Veranstaltung sind ganz besondere Menschen in unserem Landrat des Burgenlandkreises, ganz Ulrich, Martin Karpke, der Bürgermeister der Stadt Weißenfels und unser Ministerpräsident Sven Schulze. Freuen wir uns und sagen Dankeschön auch an die Sponsoren, die das Ganze hier möglich gemacht haben, dieses ENBL Final Four nach Weißenfels zu holen. Wir haben noch knapp 4 Minuten zur großen Vorstellung beider Mannschaften. Wir planen noch ganz kurz Musik und dann geht es gleich rein in dieses erste Halbfinale.
...160 Meter lang, bis zu 30 Stundenkilometer schnell. Die neue Wettkampfrutsche Cabra Khan im Maya Mare in Halle. Entdecke jetzt unsere neuen Rutschen mit moderner LED-Beleuchtung, Videoprojektionen und Effekten, die jede Fahrt einzigartig machen. Deine neue Rutschenwelt im Maya Mare.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Stadthalle Live from Wiesen Falls from the ENBL Vimodrome 2026 Final Four. We got gold versus silver, Romania versus Poland, CSO Voluntari versus Dziki Warszawa. Earlier on, we got an opportunity to catch up with both head coaches.
Welcome to the ENBL Vimodrome Top 4 here from the City Gym in Weissenfels, hosted by Synthetics NBC. We're about to see the first semi-final in this Top 4 being played by Dziki Warszawa against CSO Voluntari. And I'm here now talking to Marko Legovic, the coach of Dziki Warszawa, and they're the surprise team in the ENBL community, making it through a tough quarterfinal. So, Marko, nice to have you. Welcome. And yeah, you had a strong pace here in the NBA quarterfinals. What do you think can you take out of this here into this Top 4 now?
Oh, we are very happy to be here again after last season. You know, wasn't easy to beat such a great opponent like Iraklis was. But again, we are very happy. We are very focused about the moment, the present. Teams work good so far. So we deserve to be here, and we want to show what we can do on the court against, former champions. So it's another motivation, that can make this game very important for us.
Yeah. So obviously you're a good rebounding and a good team playing team. So what is the spark that you want to bring on the court to take the win tonight?
For sure, our most important characteristic is the pace, to push up the pace, to be able to, it's not just only run and gun, but to be able to find the right players in the right spot, so maintaining a good spacing. But I think that those games, who will control the rebound, as you said, and who will be able to turn quickly from defense to offense transitions, can be really a crucial part of this game.
Okay, for this game plan, I wish you good luck. We hope to see a great competitive game and talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Our second semi-finalist here is now with us, CSO Voluntari, and that is a very experienced team, and I'm happy to talk to Coach Dan now. So you are really experienced. 3 times in a row you made it to the Final Four, and in general you're experienced with winning cups. So how do you motivate your team to really get a good performance in a semi-final like that to make the win for tonight?
Well, winning doesn't come often. We've been fortunate enough to qualify for this, like our 3rd year in a row now, with the previous seasons going to the finals. But in professional sports, winning doesn't come often enough. So it's a pity not to take the opportunity when it comes. And this is what motivates us. This is what brought us here, the wish and desire to win trophies. And before this game, I think we understand the opportunity we have with this Final Four here in Germany, and we are trying to make the most out of it.
Okay, so that is good. I mean, you're the defending champion, so that is somewhat of a challenge, I think, as well. But now you're playing against Dziki Warszawa, that came up like a surprise, being ranked 7 in the regular season, even though having competitive games. What is your game plan? What do you think you have to bring on the court tonight to beat this team?
Well, first of all, they have been also last year in the Final Four, so they have some experience with this. If we go back to last year, they also took out Bamberg, like a familiar face here in Germany. And also this year they took out Iraklis. We know they are a dangerous team. We made our scouting. We know what their strengths are. And we will try to, use their weaknesses into our strengths, basically. This should be the game plan for us.
For this, I wish you good luck and have a good and competitive game. Thank you for being here in Weissen.
And E1 of CSO Voluntari and Marko Legovic from Dziki Warszawa. Well, I'm your commentator, Drew Lasker. It is a pleasure to be on the 1s and 2s for this incredible ENBL Final Four, where we're in Germany, where the lights are the brightest. 2 matchups coming at you, Manchester and the hosts, Synthetics, coming up a little bit later, but for now, it's all about game 1. The champions, CSO Voluntari, a record-breaking 3rd consecutive ENBL Final Four. But it's not going to be easy, because on the other side, Dziki Warszawa, the biggest surprise of the bunch, taking down Iraklis BC, the number 2 seed. But it's not the first time they've done it. Last year, they played spoilers as well, taking down the Germans, Bamberg, in that incredible matchup. Well, the players are getting lathered up 2.5 minutes away from showtime. There's your referee crew right in front of you. Crew chief, Andris Unkrogers out of Latvia, Simon Unsworth out of the UK, and Tio Milacek out of Croatia. We got Mareks Volskis out of Latvia as our observer. Those gentlemen will be on the floor in the action, making the big decisions, making the tough calls. Willie Skinner and CSO Voluntari are all set and all ready to go. What a lovely host Germany has been over the last couple days. There goes your head coach right there, Marko Lekovic. And excuse me, that is actually Dan Ewan. Excuse us for the graphic. That's Dan Ewan for CSO Voluntari. Taking over for the great Arnars Bagauskis this season, after assisting CSO Voluntari for many years. We got fans in the building. And a beautiful Stadthalle. There he is right there, Marko Lekovic. And I'm not playing sides here, but he's probably done the best coaching job in the ENBL playoffs this year. That incredible cat and mouse that he played with Iraklis was incredible. Led his men on the road in a hostile environment to lead them right here. Stadthalle, Germany, fans in the building as we prepare for our team's national anthems, but not before the players are announced. Both teams coming in 100% healthy. The Dziki fan base has made the trip. You can hear them in the background. Dziki Warszawa has brought out the beautiful bumblebee yellow uniforms. On the other side, CSO Voluntari in the business blue. Well, your starting 5 for both sides for CSO Voluntari. We got Annam, Mike Caffey, Mo Barrow, Lee Skinner, and Burjay. On the other side for Dziki, we got Ben Vanderplas, Landrews Horton, who put on that extraordinary, terrific performance out in Greece. Alongside Darnell Edge, Bravado Soares, and Vukash Frankovic. We're just having a little tidy up here. I believe the referee crew just explaining the rules to Coach Dan Ewan. Our crew chief right there, Andris Unkrogers, will be leading the show, and he will be mic'd up as well. So we will be able to get inside the referee crew. How exciting is that? The fans from Poland making the trip to Germany. Well, the fun and games is over. Let's get to business, CSO Voluntari. in the business blue in their first offense of the afternoon. Here's Caffey. Everyone getting a touch on this first possession. Sakar getting inside, floats it up right hand. Great defense by Dziki. Here comes their first offense of the afternoon. There's Horton, 27 points against Iraklis on the road. Just an unbelievable performance. Looking to pick up where he left off. Can't get the friendly roll. So both teams getting a little taste of the offense, but coming up empty. Here's Caffey, nice dump inside. Barrow shifting those feet. As Simon Unsworth all on top of it. Travel called. So could it be a little bit of the nerves from both sides? Well, they are the only two teams that come in with the experience. First time we've had two teams return to the Final Four. Although both of these franchises didn't get matched up with one another, so this is the first matchup in history between the two. As Edge can't get it, but there we go. Ben Vanderplas cleans up the mess and gets the party started for Dziki. Here's Caffey, left alone. Rainbow three, offensive rebound. Get another crack at it, Skinner. He's been so terrific. The unsung hero for the CSO Voluntari, as Mike Caffey is fouled on the drive, and that'll be the first foul on Horton. Just, you see it there, just a little bit out of position. Here comes his cat and mouse. Defense mixed up already by Coach Legovich. But no problem as Sakar is able to knife himself inside. Both teams getting points in the paint, and that is a great way to get the confidence going. Two of the best offenses in the ENBL this season. You see it there as Frakovic showing off the lovely touch. They're in this 1-2-2 this time. McCaffrey getting to his spot. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Got to make something happen. Ball screen action with Barrow. He'll try from the other wing and sticks it. Mike Caffey with the first three ball of the afternoon. First three ball of the Final Four. Here's Vanderplas tiptoeing inside. Edge, fade away to his left and gets the roll. With those nerves and those cobwebs that we experienced in the first 45 seconds, I think it's fair to say that it's a thing of the past. Both teams starting to roll now. 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. Dziki with the slight advantage. Sakar looking to change things. Loses it. Caffey, again, in and out. Get to his left, taking bodies. Unable to finish. Here's Horton. Nice pass. Gets it back, left alone. He'll try from the right wing. 0 for 2 from downtown for Horton. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on how quickly Voluntari can recognize the defense shuffle by Dziki, because they do change it up very often. It worked for them in the last series as Vanderplas comes up empty this possession. Caffey attacking that drop defense with the left hand. Barrow gets his hands on it, but knocked away. Horton. Soares, one of the best shooters in the competition. And he comes up empty. Both teams a little shaky from downtown, a combined 1 for 7. As we enter the halfway mark of the quarter, Sakar from the corner knocks it down. And Sakar in that game 1 was absolutely terrific against Slovan Bratislava. Off the bench, provided that spark. Ultimately provided the separation for CSO. Here's Edge putting Gervais on skates. Soares scoops it up. Vanderplas, nice pump fake, can't finish. Ball tipped around, gets it again. And it's knocked loose by Skinner and will stay here. Well, we have our first fresh bodies of the afternoon. Talik Chavez, incredible in game 1 against Iraklis. Off the bench, 24 points. Getting himself in the record books with 6 threes. 4th all time as Edge loses his balance. Skipped over, Soares tries again. This time, no space, and that foul will be called on Gerbea as he stands in the landing space of Soares, and we'll have our first free throws of the afternoon. Rivaldo Soares, only a second-year pro, played in Oregon and finished up as an Oklahoma Sooner, but he might feel at home because he played for Bonn in Germany last season, shooting 77% from the free throw line in this competition. The last thing you want to do to a shooter like Soares is to give him freebies to uplift that confidence, because all of a sudden the basket size begins to increase the more you see the ball drop inside. Dziki back on top. Cathy dumps it off the Barrow. Stolen away by Edge. And an unsportsmanlike foul called on Barrow unnecessarily because Mike Caffey was in the background but didn't make a play on the ball. And the consequence is a seat on the bench, and the team's leading scorer will make his first, I think that is the right call, although it looked like the left hand. He tried to sweep around, but just too much body there, and Darnell Edge will be the recipient. Takes care of business. Well, we have our biggest lead today, 4-point Dziki with an opportunity to build. 4:22 here left in the first quarter. Dziki 11, CSO 7. Edge. Step back, 3 ball, short. Skinner cleans it up. Cathy. Foul called on the floor by Chavez. Just right there. Once you put your hands on him, it's a done deal. I believe from that distance there, as tight as the ball screen was, he had the opportunity to kind of slip underneath and reattach. Nevertheless, his first team foul. Dziki back in this. It's disguised as Sakar again, this time lacing it up for a 3 ball. 1-point game. Vanderplas inside. Nice finish. Oklahoma getting his first points of the afternoon. Dziki up 3. From the top of the key, Sullivan Young lacing it up. Things starting to open up outside for CSO Voluntari. Chavez. Oguwama. Just kind of fouled there by Young as he looks to go for the offensive rebound. Here's Chavez. Can't leave him alone, and Talik Chavez providing that bench spark for Dziki. Doing what he does. I mean, this is just a tough shot. Going to your right. Usually for right-handers, they're more comfortable pulling up from the left, traveling left, but getting to his right hand there, able to square up the shoulders and connects. If you're a Voluntari fan, you don't want to see him heat up again. And that quarterfinal game 1 against Heracles was absolutely exceptional from off the bench. Here's Cody Justice. Going inside to Young, matched up against Van der Plas. Nice touch. Chavez gets space this time to his left into Lee Chavez. Starting to heat up like microwave popcorn. 7 points personal. Dziki with a 5-point lead. Skinner getting inside, taking a bump. Nothing called. We play on edge. Getting to his left with the scoop-de-doo. Can't finish. Nice offensive rebound there by Oguwama. Chavez in his bag, feeling good, feeling loose. Getting downhill to the right hand and to Lee Chavez. Making a name for himself here in the ENBL Final Four. Look at that, the body control, the concentration, and then the ability to finish over the bigger defender. Big time bucket as CSO Voluntari calls for time.
Wir haben Wohnungen in jeder Größe. Wohnungsverwaltung Weißenfels.
Welcome back to the Stadthalle as we drop you a couple of highlights from the affair. Well, Talik Chavez, if you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, 11 points personal off the bench in only 3 minutes. has been the difference, the spark plug for the Dziki Warszawa. Let's see how Voluntari responds. Justice. Going inside, great defense by Horton. Chavez, you might want to pick him up. Getting, again, downhill, taking a bump, nothing called. We play through. So, Annam already made 2 from that corner. Here's Sullivan Young. Calmly knocks it down. 4-point ball game, 22-18. Dziki, final minute of the first quarter. Chavez been the story of the quarter. Vanderplas, in and out. Another offensive rebound for Dziki, their 5th. Horton, offensive foul. Vanderplas just not quite set there. Just note that the extension of the 2 arms and referee Tio Milicic all over it. Well, Sakar Annam will go get a blow. And that will leave Tudor Trepeya to get another bite of the apple here in the first quarter. There's Justice inside the Skinner. This is where he does his business, right here. Just like clockwork. Skinner getting his first points of the afternoon. Well, 1 second differential between game clock and shot clock. Chavez, 11 points personal. Got the matchup he wants. They send the double team. Can't finish, 2 seconds on the clock. Cody Justice all the way from Berlin, and that will conclude the first quarter. Dziki Warszawa 22, CSO Voluntari 20, and it was about Talik Chavez giving the Bumblebee yellow jerseys a 2-point lead. Welcome back to the Stadthalle for the ENBL Vimodrome Final 4. The first quarter highlights there. Both teams going back and forth. But then Dziki able to get the game's biggest lead up to 6. But then Voluntari showing their experience, not panicking, not overreacting, just responding. Well, the second quarter is moments for being underway in the building, but getting to fill up, I assume, for some team called Satanics. The team that's hosting this beautiful event here in Germany. Chavez, foul. Well, Dziki's looking for a goaltend. Coach Marko Legovic explaining the case, but the ball was easily coming down. With Talik Chavez. Incredible start to this one. Again, 26 points, 7 for 12 from the three-point line. Let me clean that up. Against Valmira. That is the 4th all-time in makes in the ENBL. Well, it looks like he's on his way. Justice off the foot. We'll stay here, shot clock fresh at 14 as we have a sideline out of bounds. The veteran, Watson, running the 1s and 2s, 2-3 defense by Dziki, mixing it up again. Cody Justice has range, has the green light. Watson getting inside, showing off the lovely touch. Gets his first bucket. Chavez getting all types of attention now, and that will be the 2nd foul on Barrow. Didn't need to be that aggressive. Once you see that offensive player start to go north as a big, you can go ahead and release and allow that guard to get back in front. So a positional, overly aggressive foul by Mo Barrow, his 2nd. Jaminski. Well, a couple of fresh bodies in for Dziki. Aleksandrovic. As Horton goes to the fadeaway. Tipped up, kicked up. And we will go the other way. Well, the way this game feels, you would think that Dziki would have a much healthier lead, but it's only 2. CSO, 3rd trip to the Final Four. ENBL record, 2024. We're runner-up as Justice gets the friendly roll. And last year, ultimately, winning the gold medal against the Newcastle Eagles. And this year, looking to get more as Oguwama stretches for 2. Back to man-to-man defense. Again, keep an eye on the defense. Shuffle from Dziki as they're able to draw an offensive foul on Drebea. Nice little finish there by Oguwama. Showing off that 6'8" frame. Here's Chavez. Guarded by Drebea. Mismatch. They go inside to an even better mismatch. CSO doing a great job defending Horton. Cole from outside to start this one. And CSO, as Annam just unable to get his balance there in transition as they cough it up for the 5th time. 7:45 here in the 2nd quarter. Horton, the man of the hour in Greece, to punch their ticket here. So far scoreless, but haven't needed his services so far. Nice little step around. Kempa. Well, Chavez will go and take a seat. Darnell Edge returns. Krzysztof Kempa, the fresh 21-year-old Polish, averaging 5 points in the competition, plays years above. The tender age of 21 has just been so impactful this playoffs, just in spots. 72% from the free throw line. CSO already with 3 team fouls this quarter as Kempa splits the 2. Now Dziki showing pressure in the backcourt. Watson. Justice, nice pass. Leaving Annam open from the wing, short. Great offense there by CSO. Edge. Over to Horton. Ball screen action. Surveys it up. Attacking Justice. Getting to the right hand, and what a finish. Landrews Horton. 5 points personal. Watson. Foul. See just right there. Alexandrovich just getting on his hand. Watson arguing that he should have 2 shots, but we play on. Here's Caffey. CSO Voluntari going to that 2-guard lineup. Caffey playing off the ball, and you see why, because he can do that as well, giving him the freedom to get buckets. Going inside, Kempa. Dziki, 31, Voluntari, 27, 4-point lead, 6 minutes here in the second quarter. Watson handling the 1s and 2s, matched up against Kempa. Old school versus youth, getting inside. Who wins the battle? And it looks like the young fella, this attempt. And Edge is fouled by Lee Skinner. And just Kempa just with that length. Little foul issue here in the second quarter for Voluntari. 14 fouls, so any blow of the whistle for the remaining 5:40 will send Dziki to the free throw line. But this time stripped away. Annam loses his balance again. And it was just a little reach there that caused him to push the ball out, but just extending it a little bit too far. Here's Edge. Horton attacking that ball screen. Stepping back behind the arc. Landrews, Edge stepping back. Forcing Coach Dan into their second timeout.
...160 Meter lang, bis zu 30 Stundenkilometer schnell. Die neue Wettkampfrutsche Cabra Khan im Maya Mare in Halle. Entdecke jetzt unsere neuen Rutschen mit moderner LED-Beleuchtung, Videoprojektionen und Effekten, die jede Fahrt einzigartig machen. Deine neue Rutschenwelt im Maya Mare.
Welcome back inside to the Stadthalle. It's Landrews Worden starting to get his offense going here in the second quarter. 5 points this quarter as Kempa has provided offense as well. Well, Voluntari talked about it. Let's see what they're going to do about it as they see their biggest hole of the afternoon at 7 points. Watson. Caffey getting to that midi. In and out. Offensive rebound by Skinner, and we'll stay here. And Skinner is just so good at that. Just finding a way to get hands on the ball. One of the best offensive rebounders in this ENBL competition. Every team needs a glue guy, a guy willing to do the little things. But we have a disagreement here, and we'll go to an official review. Coach Legovich believing that the ball was last touched by Skinner, and that will leave crew chief to get his first review of the afternoon. Let's see here. Skinner getting inside. That's that right hand. I believe that ball might have been slapped away by Edge. Let's see it from this angle. You see the left arm in there. To me, it's pretty clear. But Edge is saying it last went off Skinner's knee. I didn't quite see that, but you did. Let's see what crew chief and Kroger's have to say about it. And I'm sure somewhere inside he's saying, I told you so. I know what I'm doing here. I've only been doing this for 20 years. And we'll stay here. Baseline out of bounds as Voluntari find himself in a 7-point deficit, and Skinner able to find a crease. He's Skinner. 4 points. Ball coughed up. Here we go. Watch out. Solomon Young with the little Karl Malone action, and that will force Marko Legovich and Dziki Warszawa to talk about it. Know anything about basketball, there is a thing called momentum. Coach Legovich don't want none of that unless it's on his plate. So he will just talk things over here as Voluntari is on a 4-0 run since the last time they talked things over. And just like that, we have a 3-point ball game, 34-31. Both of these teams coming in highly efficient offensively. Voluntari the second best at putting the ball in the hoop, and Dziki not far behind, 6 in the competition. Last year, Voluntari was number 1 in offense. So you can see the reason why Dziki would continue to throw so many different defensive looks at Voluntari, because although not very deep, they do have quality in that top 8. But Voluntari showing pressure in the backcourt. And here's Edge. Hands it off to Horton. Skipped. Edge. Inside. Frakovic. Love the offense there. Dziki able to respond there. Pushing the lead up to 5. Here's Watson. Has had very impactful minutes. This time getting to the midi. Short. Gets a hand on it. Voluntari getting another crack at it. Skinner. Nice left to right cross. Watson getting inside. At the tender age at 40. Putting LeBron James to shame. Edge. Vanderglass going inside. Sweeps away with the elbow, and the referee all on top of it. Offensive foul.
Number 0, Warszawa,
He got him deep enough, just needed to just rely on his touch from there, but instead tried to muscle for more space. But instead has to go his first personal foul here. There's Cathy, matched up against Soares. Getting inside to that little crease with the right hand. Lovely teardrop. It just rims out. But Voluntari will get another crack at it. I mean, that's a great extension there by Soares. Just making it tough. Third offensive rebound for Voluntari. Oh, nice play. Young. Trying to put Frakovic in a body bag. Let's take a look here. A lovely out of bounds play. I mean, if he climbs that ladder, I'm pretty sure the social team would have got that all clipped up. Sullivan Young, 79% from the line this season. Very consistent. Carrying that offensive load at 18.5. Gets it done with those 2 attempts. One-point lead for Dziki. Frakovic can't finish with the left. Here's Anna. This is when he's at his best. Calmly, smartly gets inside to Skinner. Great ball movement. Young, right wing, and Voluntari. All of a sudden, that number 2 offense starting to click, and they have responded, have weathered the storm, and regained the lead. What a response by Voluntari. All of a sudden, Dziki looking like they were going to run away with it. Voluntari saying, not so fast. Voluntari, after that lovely ball movement there, forcing Dziki to talk about it. Let's see how they respond to the adversity. Pressure's at an all-time high. It's win. Not necessarily go home because you still get an opportunity to play for a bronze tomorrow. But we all know why both teams are here. They got their eyes on something bigger and better. Final 220, I always talk about finishing quarters. Dump inside. Frekovic looked like he had a layup, but Chavez instead, and it seemed to be a great decision as Chavez, 14 points off the bench, having a game. Skinner inside to the left hand. Voluntari back on top. Stolen away. Over the top. Anna. Touchdown! What a pass. What a connection. 50-yard reception. Soares looking to respond. Bodies collapsing. Bodies on the floor. Wow. Look at that. Both teams sacrificing the body. Loose ball, effort plays, things that don't show up on a stat sheet. That's how you win a title. That's how you win a championship. Look at this pass right there. I gotta go check out his resume, Mike Caffey. He played a little quarterback at Long Beach State. I'm gonna check it out at halftime. Nevertheless, Voluntari back on top, 3-point lead, looking to add 110 here in the second quarter. Going inside the Skinner. This is a spot. Nice laser pass to Poirier. Skinner held on by Chavez. And again, I mentioned it before, Lee Skinner, one of the best offensive rebounders in the competition. Final minute here in the half. Oh, again, what a play. The second time Voluntari has ran that baseline out of bounds, and the second time it ended up in a layup. 5-point lead for Voluntari. Chavez, pounded by Young, takes the contact and smartly attempts the shot after the contact. I mean, this is just a smart play right here. As soon as he felt that hand by Young, he goes into the shooting motion. Well, 14 points so far, and if you're surprised by this offensive explosion, I'm not. 22 points a game in Sweden last year. Comes over to Poland in a smaller role off the bench, and it just has been excelling. 11 points, 3 points, 3.7 assists. He will go take a seat, and Kemba returns. Contact there, and both teams in the bonus. So that will send Laszlo Poljak to the free throw line for the first time, looking to get his first points of the Final Four. Poljak now in his 16th professional season, his third with Voluntari. Takes care of the business. Here's Edge. 12 seconds between game clock and play clock. Edge looking to do things by himself. Defended greatly. Over the top, Lee Skinner. This time, hammers it home. Another 50-yard reception by Voluntari. 5 seconds on the clock. Horton hit a buzzer beater back in Poland early in the competition. Not this time. And the first half will conclude as Voluntari crawls himself back into this one and goes into the half with a 7-point lead. Showing off that experience. Well, make sure that you don't go anywhere because we have an incredible second half coming up for you. 48-41. Voluntari on top of last year's bronze medal winners.
Here's the mystery box.
Solomon, you were down by 7, now you're up by 7 in the halftime. You carried your team scoring-wise through the first half, but what do you have to do as a team to, at the end, take the lead?
We've got to continue to stops, get boards. I think we're doing a good job. We just got to keep doing what we're doing, keep being disciplined, and just playing hard.
Okay, so good luck for the second half, and thank you for the interview.
Ihr könnt euch das aussuchen, von welcher Linie ihr werft. Ihr könnt 3 Minuten so lange werfen, wie ihr wollt. Wenn ihr die ganze Zeit von der 1-Punkt-Linie werft und die ganze Zeit trefft.
Hey, Talik, that was a tough and physical first half. You had the lead and now you kind of forced some turnovers at the end in the second half. What do you have to compensate now in the second half to get back on track?
We just have to stay together. We just have to stick to what we know and what we've been working on in practice every single day. And we just got to stay together as a unit and keep pushing in the second half.
Good. So keep that up and good luck for the second half.
Thank you.
Wir sagen, Countdown läuft für Clara und Markus. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, los! 3 Minuten zählen euch. Markus und Clara werfen.
Well, your two leading scorers from the first half, Talik Chavez for Dziki Warszawa and Sullivan Young for CSO Voluntari. Both gentlemen providing buckets off the bench. Young 15 points from the Pine, while Chavez has provided 16. As we take a look at the first half highlights there. Both teams a little shaky out the gate, but then Dziki, with the assistance of Chavez, really taking control of things, providing that spark, but then Voluntari showing why they have a gold medal in the locker. So poised, getting back into this one, and not only that, but taking their biggest lead of the afternoon after a couple of touchdown passes that led to fast break points. And speaking of fast break points, that's the difference. Voluntari 8, while Warszawa only with 2. Otherwise, everything else is pretty locked up. Well, we'll pause for halftime. Go get a beverage. Go get a snack. But make sure that you come back.
Wir schauen auf die Uhr nach oben. Da ist der Markus für 2 Punkte. Aber hat noch gar ein Stück aufgeholt. Dann wieder 2 Markus. 6 Punkte jetzt schon. 6 Punkte bei Markus und die Punkte auch bei Kleiner ein, aber was dazu. Und jetzt sind es noch 20 Sekunden auf beiden Seiten. Die letzten 20 Sekunden, während Kleiner weiter trifft. Für die Gutscheine vom Halle Leipzig auf das Tor. Wir haben noch 15 Sekunden auf der Uhr in diesem Halbzeitspiel beim ENBL-Velodrom Final Score. Let's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 und Ende!
Well, welcome back to the Stadthalle, live from Germany. Major shout out to the hosts, Santanics. Really making everybody feel comfortable here in the lovely city of Weissenfels. Well, if you're just joining us, we got European North Basketball League Final Four action for you. One of these teams, CSO Voluntari, 1 foot in the gold medal game as they lead the half 48-41. But if you've been watching Dziki Warszawa this playoff run, you better not count them out. First half was about the momentum. But when you deep dive into the stats, Dziki just did exactly what they did in the first quarter. Pretty consistent. 21 points in the first, 20 in the second. But it was the offensive explosion there by Mike Caffey and company. 28 points on the board, getting close to their average. Number 2 in the league in scoring. So if you're Dziki, you gotta keep scoring. You gotta keep putting the ball in the hole. Well, they say adversity introduces a man to himself. In this next 20 minutes, we will get to see what type of men Dziki Warszawa are. Gordon, 5 points in that first half and looking to change the narrative straight out the gate. And he has that look in his eye. Keep an eye on him for this second half. Cody Justice quiet so far. And right on cue, the machine gun, mixing it up, getting inside, taking the contact, hang, and finish. Nice bucket by Cody Justice. Completes the three-point play, typically known as a gunner from outside, but showing he can mix it up as well. Here's Soares, quiet in that first half. He's laced with sharp shooting ability, and Dziki's going to require his services here in the second half if they're going to regain the lead. Well, here's Edge getting a little bit of space, greatly defended by Caffey. And Voluntari on the move. Caffey flips it back. Trebea. 8 seconds on the clock. They go inside the Young, but great job there by Landrews Horton. Doing what you do when you're caught up on a mismatch. You get halfway in front and you fight. You stay low to the earth and contest. Exactly that. Cody Justice unable to connect. Skinner. Caffey, one of the best point guards in the competition, and you see why. Just spoon-feeding Sullivan Young to his 17th point. Edge, right back at ya. Darnell Edge, coast to coast saying, nuh-uh. I ain't going out like that. Nice finish. Well, we have an incredible game coming up next. Manchester basketball. locking horns with the hosts. Centenix up next. If you're tuning in, drop a flag. Where are you representing from this afternoon? What country? Which team? Let us know. Show the ENBL some love on the YouTube page. Off-ball foul called there. See Frekovic. Just getting his hands inside. Baseline out of bounds. Over to Skinner. Going inside, getting to his spot, and usually when he gets there, he's money, but he turns it over this time. It's Vanderplas. Taking a body shot from Cody Justice. His first foul, Voluntari's second team foul. Both teams just a little bit slow out the gate here. Justice, you see it there. Just give him a love tap. Just let him know, hey, it's the Final Four, baby. It ain't gonna be easy. Gordon. Not seeing as much space that he saw in the last series, and just on cue. Weaving around the defense to get his fourth bucket of the quarter. Well, Vanderplas caught up in the mix on that occasion. That'll be his third. Voluntari nursing a 5-point lead. Looking to add. And Caffey and Justice just a little bit off cue. And that's the stop you need if you're Dziki. Just got to make sure you capitalize on this side of things. Soares seizing inside, and he's fouled by Young. Well, that is a major issue for Voluntari because that's the fourth foul on Sullivan Young, and we still got 17 minutes left in this ball game. So I doubt that we'll see him anytime soon, and that could be a major issue for Voluntari. Let's see if Dziki's able to take advantage of the lack of the scoring punch that Sullivan Young has provided here. Here comes Dziki. Down three, looking for a stop. Traveling fans chanting defense. Cody Justice, nowhere to go. Caffey. Well, we have another off the ball foul here. Well, that's the fourth team foul on Dziki. So things have slowed down a little bit here in the third quarter, but as we all know, both teams, all players must adjust to the whistle. Nice pocket pass inside, Barrow, but before that, caught a flight to the Caribbean as he traveled. Just a little shuffle of the feet before the left hook. Dziki Warszawa with an opportunity to sink their teeth into this 3-point deficit. 7 seconds on the clock. Horton from deep downtown sticks it. And Landrews Horton has waken up from the dead. 7 points this quarter. And we're all locked up at 53. Caffey. Inside, outside, Annam got it. Right, Caffey, just so smooth, calm. Fires a laser out to Sakar Annam. Voluntari back on top. Vanderplas, step back, old school mustache and all. Nice fadeaway bucket. 1 point game. Annam drops it off. Barrow, nowhere to go. But before that, he's hit on the head, and that will send him to the free throw line. As I mentioned, foul trouble for both teams. Just hit right there by the left arm of Frakovic. But statistically, not a bad foul from Dziki. Barrow, free throw line, not his forte, 59% during the season. Barrow also playing in the Bundesliga last year, so this environment here should feel familiar. Comes up empty. Dziki with an opportunity. Both teams have held healthy leads. Both teams have conceded them. Dziki this time playing catch up behind the back pass sloppily, but somehow Frakovic comes up with it and says, look what I found. What a change of events. Soares out of control, loses his balance, loses his footing, but then somehow is able to drop it off to Frakovic, who finishes it and will go to the line and forces Voluntari to a timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome back inside. Stadthalle here live from Weissenfels, Germany, as they host the first ENBL Final Four. We got a seesaw matchup that's living up to the billing. Dziki Warszawa, CSO Voluntari going back and forth, throwing jabs. As Frakovic looking to complete the three-point play. Got it.
Substitution Warszawa.
Dziki Warszawa, after being down 7 at the half, this time showing that they can handle a little adversity. Voluntari, your turn. Mike Caffey, stolen away by Horton. 3-on-2 opportunity. Horton flies in for 2 in Warszawa. Back up by 4. Tension rising. Justice. Extra pass. Annam. Been so good with that jump shot, but not this time. And Warszawa looking to water the lead. Vanderplas from deep. And boy, that incredible fan base, traveling fan base, would have left their feet as this time Justice and Annam can't connect. Just tries to drop it off, and just a little bit too much protein on that pass. But look at this play right here, Gordon. Confidence is back to normal levels this half. Starting to heat up, double figures, 14. Soares surveying the defense, getting inside, nearly packed away, almost lost his ground again, but this time fouled by Watson. And that will send Soares back to the free throw line. Again, just keep losing his footing here. Picked away by Annam, but Watson here's Soares, been quiet here today. He's done a lot of his lifting from the free throw line, but has yet to get it going from outside. 1 for 3 so far, 2 for 4 from the free throw line, but Dziki with another opportunity. Chavez so impactful there in the first quarter. Looking to pick up where he left off. Can't finish. Voluntari decides to get organized. Jabea way off. Dziki just playing with a little bit more pace as Soares. A man on the mission, putting his head down, putting the onus on the referees. And you see right there, as soon as Annam makes contact with that right hand, that body, it's an automatic foul. Soares missed his previous 2. This time calmly knocks down the first. Dziki Warszawa on a 9-0 run. How will CSO Voluntari respond? Down by 6. Annam looking to get inside with the runner. No, here's Chavez. Soares looking to stick it. And boy, did Voluntari dodge a bullet there. The offense is dried up for Voluntari. And I wonder how much of an impact is Sullivan Young's 4 fouls contributed to the offensive struggles by Voluntari. Well, Horton can't knock it down. Watson. Voluntari desperately needing a bucket here. Final 2:45 here in the quarter. Watson has the mismatch, matched up with Oguwama. Oguwama, great defense, stands his ground. Chavez going inside. Oguwama using a body, coming up short. Oguwama, this time foul. Little rim run there by the big fella. See if he can take advantage here at the line. %46% from the charity stripe this season. Can't get the bounce. Well, I went back and looked at it. Ever since Sullivan Young exited this game with 7 minutes to go, Voluntari has only scored 3 points. They were on 53 when he picked up that fourth as Oguama hits the second. And I mentioned to keep an eye on it. I wonder how long Coach Dan Ewan sits him. Because sometimes if you leave him there too long, it's hard to get a flow back in the game, or the game could be lost the way Dziki's playing at the moment. Watson, gotta make it happen, unloads. And again, off the mark, Barrow tries to get something going, but can't. And Dziki with an opportunity to go up 9 or even be greedy and go up by double figures. Soares. Chavez poised with it. Chavez spins around and Talik Chavez. So good. Like chocolate mint ice cream. And forces coaches Dan Ewan into time. I wonder what will be said in that Voluntari huddle. They've been here before. Game 1 in the last series against Rigazelli. Found themselves in a very similar position late in that one, but had a fourth quarter rally and ultimately walked out of Riga with a buzzer beater win by Mike Caffey. Can they reach and dive deep into the archives? Or will Dziki Varshavan, Landrews Horton punch a ticket to the gold medal game here live from the Stadthalle? We shall see. Talik Chavez and company leading all scores with 18 points. Off the bench, by the way. Just a little wet spot here on the court. Great job there. Back to the business. Final 139 here in the third quarter. Voluntari finding himself in a little bit of a pickle. Down 9. Well below their season average, 56 points. Only 3 points scored in the last 6 minutes. Lee Skinner getting to his spot, matched up against Chavez. Caffey getting inside, floats it up short. And foul called on Lee Skinner. Just not able to get enough on it, and you see the contact there. Now we'll send Mihal Alexandrovich, the 36-year-old, to the free throw line where he's shooting 50%. Dziki leaving a little money on the table this quarter. from the free throw line, 15 of 21. Aleksandrovic takes care of the second. Dziki Warszawa, bronze medal last season, going down to the Newcastle Eagles. What have they learned from that experience? Well, they're pouring it into this matchup here against the champs. Currently got them on the ropes. And look discombobulated offensively. Only 4 seconds on the clock. Left to right cross, Watson stops the bleeding. Voluntari needing to stop. Defend without fouling is what Coach E1 will be preaching on this possession. Chavez been in his bag all afternoon and stolen away. Nearly bodies on the floor. Shot clock at 3. Gotta throw it up there. Aleksandrovic. And that's the defense you need from the Romanians. Answering the bell, but not before Chavez takes a hit to the noggin. Seems to be okay. I'm sure with the stakes is gonna have to take something major for anyone to exit out of this one. "24 seconds exactly. Voluntari can hold for the last and final shot. Watson on the 1s and 2s, defended by Soares. Clock at 12. Gets matched up with the young fella. Kemper gets to that left to right crossover. Gets in the body and says, "Get in the weight room, young fella." Can't foul here. Chavez tries to push it through. Greatly defended there. .6 seconds. Look at Watson here, putting that grown man dad strength all on Kemper. Over the top, and that's how the third quarter will conclude. Warszawa standing up, looking at themselves in the mirror and responding, going on a big run, coming out with a 6-point lead. We got 10 minutes remaining. Who will see themselves in the final? Dziki Warszawa, or will it be the Romanians, CSO Voluntari? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having fun. How about you? Playoff basketball. A trip to the finals on the line in 10 minutes to answer the big question. Voluntari, Young with those 4th fouls. Back inside. Kathy, extra pass. Annam, got it. Sakar Annam has been so timely here tonight. Every time Voluntari needs one, they can just get on the phone and call, and he'll pick up. 3-point ball game. Chavez got Jerbeya in a blender and is able to get downhill. Well, Chavez looking to make a smoothie out of Jerbeya, and Jerbeya unable to keep his feet in front. I don't know about you, but I like my cash. And so far, Dziki Warszawa leaving a lot of it on the free throw line. As Chavez misses both. Well, well, well. Look what we have here. Dziki up by 10. Voluntari with an opportunity to tie it. Watson, the veteran, been so impactful. Not this time. Young going inside. Must avoid the charge here. 4 fouls to his name. Fade away. Another offensive rebound. Caffey, right wing. He can't knock it down. And boy, did they have an opportunity there. Vander Plas carving up Jerbeya inside. Jerbeya, excuse me. The deficit is 5. Caffey looking inside. Annam been so timely all afternoon, and he picks up the phone again. Annam with 17. Edge. Calling up Oguwama. Drops it off. Oguwama avoids the charge. Good ball movement. Chavez gets inside. Short. Voluntari getting their stop. Mike Caffey, great foul. Well, Chavez, that's his 3rd. Dziki's only the first team foul this quarter. 7:40 remaining, 3-point ball game. Caffey getting inside. Takes a shot from Oguwama. There's been a lot of bodies on the floor for this one. Looking at both of these teams' body language, one thing is very evident. That both of these teams want to play in the big game tomorrow. Crowd letting them hear it. Caffey, 90% free throw shooter on the season. First one dribbles out. Mike Caffey taking care of business on the second. 2-point ball game. Dziki Warszawa with a huge presence here in Germany. Edge. Vander Plas has the mismatch inside. Can't go anywhere. Chavez, left corner, got it. 3-ball, sticking it. Chavez up to 21. Lead up to 5. Watson, pocket pass, Jerbeya overcooks it. Puts the ball on the floor. Referee's got to talk about it, but we'll stay here. Well, Lee Skinner will give Trebea a break, just a little bit too much on that one. And then again, putting the ball on the floor, 5 points. Kathy stepping back, knocking it down over Vander Plas. Last year's MVP, not going out without a fight. Voluntari responds, it's Kathy. Going to the 5th float. But a little bit too aggressive there. We gotta take another look at this. It's a great foul, Oklahoma. Only 50%. That first one looked flawless. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie as he goes 1 for 2 on that attempt. 3-point ball game. Dziki looking to hold on. Voluntari relying on their star, not this possession. Cappy comes up empty. Chavez, 21. Off the bench as he comes off the double drag action. Edge. A late acquisition into Oklahoma, hesitating. I wonder if it's the free throws. And it's stuck by who else? Landrews Horton. Cashing in. Lead up to 6. Anna. Sizing up Vander Plas. In and out. Chavez looking to go quick. Over the top. Skipped away. Horton looking to go back to back. Can't knock it down. Young gobbles it up. Watson. Been terrific this afternoon. Lee Skinner, short. Last off of Horton, so we'll stay here. Six-point ball game. Dziki Warszawa with the slim lead as Soares replaces Chavez. 5:12 remaining. There's Kathy. Going inside to Skinner. This is where he butters his bread. Not this time. Dziki with a huge opportunity as we enter clutch time. Last 5 minutes. Can they hold on? Horton, big time half. Gets matched up against Young, sees a double. Vander Plas from Berlin. Comes up short, ball tipped around. Watson, bodies on the floor. Edge looking to throw out the knockout punch from the corner, and it rolls in. Darnell Edge stepping up, getting a friendly roll. And Dziki Warszawa with a 9-point lead, and the traveling crowd on their feet. Wow! what to do. Because Dziki Warszawa have been the underdogs all playoffs and looking to play spoiler once again after taking down the number 2 seed, Iraklis, now matched up against the number 3 seed, Voluntari.
Technical foul against the coach of CSO
Well, a technical foul was called on Coach Dan Ewan. That will send Horton to the line. And Horton again, Dziki leaving money on the floor. Well, the Romanians are on the ropes with their mouthpiece hanging out their mouth, looking at a 9-point deficit. And Horton is called after trying to squeeze around that screen there. This is a pretty important possession for Voluntari. Mike Caffey has worn the cape many times. Can he bring it out the closet one more time? Young has been so impactful today, looking to muscle inside. And he'll be fouled by Vanderplas.
Number 3, Warszawa, Vanderplas, 4th foul, team foul.
That will be Vanderplas's 4th. Sullivan Young, 79%. Was 10 for 10 from the free throw line in his last matchup. Knocks down both, barely. 7-point deficit. Soares looking to go quick, but not before being fouled on the floor. Soares probably bailed out on that one because I'm not sure if Coach Legovic would have liked him to attack so early. Horton. 3:50 remaining. Missed up, matched up against Young. Edge, stepping back, running out of time. 1 foot Luka, and CSO Voluntari gets the stop. Cody Justice. 3:35 remaining. Over to Young. Blocked away by Soares. Telling Lee Skinner to get that out of here. What a play. They say defense wins championships. Well, Cody Justice overcooks it. Voluntari with another crack. Mike Caffey running out of time. 3 seconds. Little snatch back. 2 seconds. 1 second. Need a Hail Mary with the left hand. Great defense by Dziki. Squeezing the vice grips defensively. Landrews Horton, 17 points. Vanderplas, Edge, looking to throw out the knockout punch, and Darnell Edge hitting CSO Voluntari with an uppercut. Justice looking to respond and does. Legovic wants to make sure that things are tidy and everyone is on the same page. Because Dziki, all the way from the Polish capital, with an opportunity to feed this healthy, traveling fan support with the championship game tomorrow night.
Wir suchen den ersten Finalisten in der VOLUNTARI Final Four und dann heißt es Halbfinale. Warszawa gegen Manchester. Also Wolfsbau, macht laut im ersten Halbfinale!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It will come down to this. Who will it be? Dziki Warszawa? Or will CSO Voluntari find a way to get back into this one? All questions will be answered in the last 2:20. Darnell Edge pulls up over Skinner and Darnell Edge. Reaching deep into that Gucci bag. 5 points in the last 2 possessions. Voluntari on the ropes, but not before last season's MVP. Not so fast. Mike Caffey, 90% on the season from the line. Calmly knocks down the first. Mike Caffey. 7 points in it. Final 2 minutes of game 1 of the 2026 Viodrome Final Four is Darnell Edge. Sees a little contact. 10 seconds left here on the clock. Voluntari desperately needs a stop. Oguama. Edge. 5 points last 2 possessions. Left alone from the left wing. Short. Voluntari with a chance and an opportunity. Mike Caffey turning on the Jets. Skinner. Justice. Matched up against the larger Vanderplas, not giving any space or separation, and Cody Justice easily goes inside. Lead down to 5. Don't need the foul here. You have time, but you must get a stop. Voluntari, 1 to give so they can be aggressive. Darnell Edge getting down to his left, but he's fouled. All of a sudden, Darnell Edge looking to be the hero. edge has been quietly so good here. 15 points. Knocks down the first. Knocks down both. Now if you're Voluntari, you can't keep exchanging twos. Gotta have a three here or something quick. Great defense by Dziki. Caffey, extra pass. Again, Justice rises over the top of the defense, can't connect. Ball loose, and it will go to Dziki Warszawa. And look at the passion by Marko Legovic and the traveling fan base behind the bench. And we will have an official review. Voluntari just wants to make sure and take a look at it. So our lead official, Andres Krogers, this is a big call. Let's see it from this angle here. You see the stretched arm. I don't know. But one thing I do know is everybody in Romania say, yeah, it's off Soares. You see it right there. And then everybody in Poland is like, no, it's off Barrow. As a neutral, I don't know. The ENBL has a segment on the website called Tough Calls. Maybe they need to make another landing page called Extremely Tough Calls. Because this one here, I don't know. Mr. Andres Krogers. I know you got 20 years of refereeing experience, but, and we will stay here. Wow, what an opportunity for Voluntari. 45 seconds, down 7, over the top, great baseline out of bounds plays, frees up Justice, and he can't connect it. And Dziki can start to feel it, can start to smell it, can start to taste it. 25 seconds away. Horton got a foul, 5 seconds. Voluntari comes up with it. Skinner, Annam, gotta make it happen. Quick, fast, in a hurry with the left. Down by 5, 10 seconds to go. You gotta foul quick. And Justice does. Unintentionally. Knocks Horton to the face. That is the great resource of the official review. Because situations like this, you just gotta make sure you get it right. And I think it's worth taking 2 or 3 minutes extra of our time just to make sure. I'm not sure what they're reviewing on this one, if it's the contact with Horton, or is it to make sure the game clock is spot on? Nevertheless, referee crew just making sure things are tidy. If Dziki is able to come out of here with the win, the thing that will be keeping Coach Danny One up all night is Solomon Young. Sometimes in situations like this, you're almost better just rolling the dice. I know he picked up that 4th foul with 7 minutes to go, but maybe you just start the 4th quarter, because when you're a player and you're in rhythm and you sit for so long, it's almost better not even coming back in, because you look at his point total, he's only scored 2 points since then, so he completely lost his rhythm. Let's see what the situation is here. So the clock will be 9.9, and it will send Landrews Horton to the free throw line where he has 17 points already. And looking at how he's played the last 2 games, and the crowd is right on cue. I was just about to say, he could potentially put himself in a situation to be the MVP of the tournament. Well, he gets the first. 2-possession ball game, 6 points. Seven. I'm not sure if Voluntari can wake up from this one. Justice, in a hurry, fires it up. On the front rim, Dziki, Warszawa have punched their ticket to the championship game. Taking down the champs. Playing spoiler once again. CSO Voluntari coming in as a favorites. After the 3rd consecutive Final Four, Marco Legovic and company saying not so fast. As Dziki Warszawa looks to write their own story this year. And they will be the first team that we can write with a permanent marker. Tomorrow night, championship action. How about that? What a ball game. Wow. Tariq Chavez really deserves some plaudits. Coming off the bench early, ultimately finishing with 21 points, but in the second half, it was Horton who really turned up the heat, and Darnell Edge really throwing out the knockout punch late, and that will be it. Dziki Warszawa, the story continues. And look at the crowd. I think it's safe to say that Coach traveling fans will be getting some cold ones down their neck later on tonight. Congratulations to Dziki Warszawa on making their first ever ENBL final. Commiserations to CSO Voluntari. The story ends here because tonight it's all about those fans right there.
We celebrate once again with Dziki Warszawa.
Dziki Warszawa coming up to Germany and getting it done. Look at those scenes right there. You think this means anything to him? Well, it's a party in the Stadthalle for the Polish. As you can hear the Dziki Warszawa chants around the building. As we take a look at the final highlights here in this one. Still got business to handle. Coming up next, Manchester basketball taking on the #1 seed and the hosts, Centenix. What a matchup. What a ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations. Dziki Warszawa made it to the finals of the ENBL in 2026. So after the bronze medal last year, you will definitely get silver or gold tomorrow. And yeah, so you were down at halftime. What was working for you after changing the sides to turn around the game?
For the most part, everybody, we had to stay level-headed. I think first half we kind of got a little rattled. We went in the locker room and talked after halftime. Everybody came out a little bit more calm, and everybody got on one accord to win the game.
Yeah, and you had a lot of contribution, especially in the second half, and also your teammate, Talik, was outperforming today and really gave some energy. How important was that for your team that he started off the beginning of the game?
Very good, very good. Talik is a great player. He gave us the spark in the first half to stay close, and we all had to contribute in the second half to help him. So Talik, like I said, great player. Very, very good spark off the bench.
Yeah, so now you're going to the last round. You're in the finals now. What is the one thing you need to change, despite the win, to also get the final win tomorrow?
I think overall we just got to be a little bit more physical. And I think instead of playing a game, let's say 35 minutes of the game, we need to play the whole 40. So we need to put together 4 good quarters, and I think we can win. Good.
For that, good luck, good regeneration here in Weissenfels over the night, and have some fun here. And then good luck and talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Recognized game. You heard it there. Landrews Horton giving a major shout out to Talik Chavez as he got the job done in the first quarter, but then Horton and Edge taking care of business in the second half, leading the way, driving the ship all the way to the championship game, taking down the champs. A game that was about momentum, Both teams with healthy leads throughout the ball game, but ultimately it was just too much Dziki, Warszawa, as the fans were cheering here in the building. And they've done it once against Heracles BC. They've done it again against CSO Voluntari. Do they got a little bit more gas in the Ferrari?
We are about to see the second semifinal here in the ENBL Vimodrome Top 4 in Weissenfels, and I'm here having now the coach of Manchester Basketball, and they will play against Syntanix MBC, so a tough start, but first saying you had a great season so far in the Super League, performed well, and then you defeated Zagreb. What made the difference that you were now in the Final Four in Zagreb?
You know, just our chemistry. I think we have a good team. You know, we have a mix of a lot of rookies. But, you know, for us, the chemistry, these road trips, you can really see the guys bond, how they're in the locker room. You know, obviously they're extremely talented, but, you know, the chemistry between these guys is what makes them different and able to separate. For example, the game in Zagreb, you know, everybody was locked in, everyone was ready to go, and that's what put us over the top.
That's what you wish as a coach, of course, right? Now you are playing against the home team here. That's going to be a big background. What is, do you think, the key to make it to the final tomorrow for being Syntanix MBC your opponent?
Playing our pace. You know, we see NBC is real methodical. They really like half court. Smart coach, you know, they have a playbook. It's really big, but it's more about how we guard their actions, how we guard specific personnel, and not letting them make it a half-court game. You know, we're a pace team. We're a team that likes to get out in the run, and that's the difference. So for us, it's our style, not theirs. This is going to make the difference for us.
Okay, good game, high competitive game, and I hope you enjoyed the time here in Weissenfels. Thank you, coach.
Well, there was Coach Matt Oden of Manchester Basketball getting ready for this second game here in the Stadthalle. One of these teams, Manchester Basketball, and the host, Syntanix, looking to join Dziki, Warszawa tomorrow night in the championship game. There's your highlights, ladies and gentlemen, from this incredible matchup. Well, make sure you don't go anywhere. Go get yourself hydrated. Go get something in the belly, because we got another heavy hitter coming at you this evening from Germany, 7 p.m. local time. You got to tap into a fresh stream, but it will be the host, Syntanix MBC, hosting the team from United Kingdom, Manchester Basketball. Make sure you join us. See you next.
Ice in the veins, ice in the veins.
So, second semi-final here in the ENBL Vimodrom top 4 in Weissenfels, and I'm speaking now to Milenko Bogudjevic, head coach of the Svintenics MBC. So the victories in the ENBL carried you through the seasons with ups and downs. So how important is it for you to do that here at home, to have this top 4 and reached it here in Weissenfels?
For sure, this is like important. You know, like every coach and every player, you dream about that. They have they are in this situation. They have like a opportunity to win something. This is big trophy for sure. Also, this is nice that we have a chance to play in our gym. Certain pressure, but it's positive pressure. This is also, I hope, we play in front of our fans. They will give us probably enough support to win the game. So we are happy that we have a chance to win something, and we'll try to do our best.
Yeah, and that's probably how you motivate your team as well. So now you play against Manchester Basketball. They have high expectations in that game. So what is the key thing you have to take away from their game to be at the end the winner of tonight's game?
For sure, we play against really good team. You know, they have a great athleticism in their team. Also, a couple of players who are really have a great ability to score, and they have a great individual skill level. So we need to be on a higher level of energy, of athleticism, like they do. And for sure, that every game we need to fight. We need to take care about small details, small things, you know, to fight. And I think this is then we have a chance because we really respect them. They play good basketball, so we need to fight and play with the full energy.
That's what the Final Four is all about. So good luck for that, Milenko, and hope we talk soon. Thank you. All right. So we will have a hopefully good next semi-final, and yeah, that's so far from us here.